Hello and welcome to this week's What Is It About You video. This one's going to be a little different than what you've been seeing on the channel here for the past few months. And it's for two reasons. One, I didn't have another video edited and ready to go for this week. And two, my stepson Chester, who is in the Air Force and is stationed in Okinawa, Japan, surprised me at work the other day. He had some training to do in Texas, and when he finished that, he took 2 weeks of leave and flew home here to Virginia to surprise all of us. Out of nowhere, he showed up at my work, completely unexpected me, blew me away, and we've been hanging out a little bit, and I convinced him to come over to the house, sit down in this chair right behind me here, and talk to me for my podcast. Now, this YouTube channel is not my podcast. My podcast is called Three Things with JR. I have another one called Small Things Considered, but this one is for Three Things with JR. And if you're a fan of my videos, you might also become a fan of my podcast, in which I share whatever's going on in my mind each week or every other week. And when I have a opportunity to interview a special guest, I take full advantage of it. And this seemed like the perfect opportunity to catch up with my stepson, Chester. He's 35. He's in the military. He's in the Air Force. He works on F-15s. He did some really cool training. He's got a wife and two beautiful daughters, my granddaughters, Aria and Malia. Megan, his wife, they're back home. Hopefully we're going to get to see them in the summer. But I interviewed him for about an hour and a half. And if you want to hear the entire interview, go listen to Three Things with JR this week. The episode is number 141, and it's called Reverse Culture Shock. And it's all about Chester coming back to America and being a little shocked by how things work in America because he's been living in England or Japan for the last 10 years. And so he's not exactly used to what Americans are like these days. But we talked about a lot of stuff. We caught up on him. I got an update on his broken leg from his motorcycle accident. We heard all about the training that he was doing in Texas, his typical day job fixing F-15s, and driving fast cars and what that's like. He has a very fast Nissan GTR, and he loves it, and it's awesome. And if you want to hear all about Chester, go listen to the podcast. This is just a small section of our conversation, the section in which I made him do three things, which is the whole conceit of the podcast, Three Things with JR. And I got Chester to share with us some deep thought that he had, which was excellent, a recommendation for a song that he really loves, and something stupid, which turned out to be not all that stupid, but very profound. So I think you will enjoy Chester just as much as I do because he has a magnetic personality and is just a super fun guy to talk to. I totally enjoyed hanging out with him, and we'll get into that interview in just a second. But first, the video he took of him surprising me at work the other day, and then we're right into Three Things with JR. Thank you for watching this week's What Is It About You video. If in fact you're still watching, and keep watching, I much appreciate it. If you like this channel, please, if you haven't already, hit that like button on this video, subscribe to the channel, maybe tell your friends about it, share this out, and help me grow the channel. I really appreciate any of you that are watching. I'm JR. I'll be over and out. I'll be back in like 2 seconds to show you what it was like when Chester surprised me at work, and Three Things with JR. Thanks for watching.
Picture's on. Okay.
No, but come on, he's back in his office.
Oh, okay.
You stay right here. I'm trying to get him up here some kind of way.
Okay.
I know, yeah. I dropped something in the hole. I need your help.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Come on.
Someone in the ceiling. I don't know what's going on.
Oh my God. What the hell? At first I thought this is some worker guy. Like he's checking the fire suppression system or something. Dude!
Oh, JR.
Hi.
All right. The podcast is called Three Things with JR, and I don't have three things prepared. Typically, thing number one is some sort of meaningful thing. Like, what's the most important thing to me right now on my mind? And so, with you being the special guest, what's What are you thinking about the most? What's the most important thing? Do you have any deep thoughts? Anything like that?
Thing number one.
I guess kind of like deep thoughts of kind of just being overseas for 10 years with more years. I just kind of have like that, just like I'm not settled. I've been unsettled for. I don't have my own place. I don't have my own. Like, yeah, I have rental houses. Like, but what if I want to add on to I want a bigger shed. I want to put in a car lift. I want to do all these creature comforts and things that I want to eventually have, like property, whatnot. Like, I'm just like, man, especially with the prices of like housing and land just like skyrocketing and interest rates going crazy. Like, I should have bought a house, back when I was in middle school. That would have been time to buy a house. But so yeah, I think about that a lot, and wanting to have my own place, but also enjoying living overseas. That's super enjoyable. I kind of got, you get a little bit of reverse culture shock, especially coming back from a place like Japan where everything's just like, it's just, there's a lot more happiness and like chill. There's not like a bunch of wildness there. And you come back here and they're just like, there's so many angry people and they're just like upset and they're just rushing around and hurrying around, which is in some way like the hurrying around part, because the people in Okinawa, they just drive like they don't have anywhere to be. They're just driving.
Like Sunday driving is everyday driving.
Yeah, you'll get every occasional driver that actually is like, okay, I'm not gonna block the highway. I'm gonna move over so you can pass me. But they'll just match speed and just be next to each other. I'm just like, oh my god, and they'll be doing like 10 kilometers an hour under the speed limit. And sometimes I get frustrated, but that doesn't really happen. I don't see that happening here, so that's a good thing. But
it happens here.
Well, yeah, no, for sure. But at least in Oki, like, there's not. It's small. It's very small, and the most, I think, the biggest road is going to be 2 lanes going. We don't have like 3, 4, 5, and 6 lanes highways. No, because it's very small. I think maybe there's a 3 somewhere. I don't even think they have a 3. But yeah, it's literally 2 lane roads. Well, I guess 4 if you count both, but 2 lanes go in the same direction. So if they're, I call it rolling roadblock. I get frustrated. But no, coming back to the States, I have like reverse culture shock. Like, I was driving a van and I didn't adjust the mirrors properly because I was just driving it, and so I had big blind spots, and I was nobody there. I tried to go over lane, and then I kind of peeking like, oh, there's a guy right there. Whoops, kind of I was already halfway in the lane, and I kind of like, oops, sorry, veered back over, and I was like, wait a minute, like, hey, sorry, man, and then I just got a big old bird, and I was just like, sorry, dude, like I'm driving a minivan. I'm not like it was some young kid. He was driving some.
Yeah.
But no, I was just like, geez, sorry, dude. And there's a lot of that, and like a lot of honking, a lot of just angriness.
So anger on the roads, as well as just, are you saying the people of Japan aren't as caught up in the politics, the divisions? Like, I mean, that's all we talk about in America now.
Yeah, so they may, but it's a language barrier. I don't know. I don't know. But no, they're typically.
They seem too happy though to be.
Yeah, they're like they tell her like the people that do speak good English be like, hey, if you need something, just ask somebody. Like, Americans, they don't want to ask, they want to do it all themselves, and they don't want any help. But if you don't know, just ask us, we'll help you. And they're very, very like super duper helpful.
Yeah,
like it's crazy. I remember like when we very first flew over there, we're like literally we flew into the Seoul International Airport. And we were like late because our flight came in late, and it was in the airport. People that work in the airport, like it was me, Megan, and Emily and Ari. They were pretty young at that point. We were like a whole family with like little kids. Somebody like, oh, your flight leaves soon. They like literally like guided us through the entire airport, like helping us. Oh, come down here. And they were like, and that's just everywhere. That's
these were not like the people that worked for the airport.
No, it was an airport. It was an airport worker, but typically they're like, yeah, D36, or that's your gate.
It's that way.
Yeah, go that way.
Yeah,
and it's just little stuff like that. They're super helpful. Very, especially if you're like being kind to them, they're like super kind. Obviously, if you're kind of getting attitude, they'll still probably help you, but they won't be,
Yeah.
But it's just, they're very. I don't know. It's just nicer.
Dude, that's a great thing. Reverse culture shock.
Yeah, it is. Yeah,
I love it. Thank you for that. Let's move on to thing 2.
Yeah.
In thing 2, I typically take this opportunity to recommend something that I'm enjoying watching on TV or a movie or a book I'm reading or a band I've just started listening to, something like that. And if you don't have anything to recommend to the general public listening to this podcast, I have one for you. but you go first. Thing number two.
Let me think, because you know what? I actually sometimes I hear songs, and I want to hear them again, and I'll Shazam them, and I screenshot it.
Okay.
And I have a whole album on my phone of it's called. It's called Music Shazams, I think.
And the album, is it like in your Spotify?
No. It's just I have. Well, no, if I hear like a song on the radio or the speakers or something like that.
So it's like photo album, you're saying?
Screenshots. Yeah, I'll Shazam
okay.
it because I was like, what is this song? This song's so good, and I'll Shazam it, and then I'll screenshot it. I'll be like, so now I can remember what the song was because obviously it goes away.
So if I did something like that, I'd want to make like a playlist in Spotify of all these songs.
Yep. And a really cool one that I found that actually has a surprisingly low number because it tells you how many times it's been Shazammed. And it's only been Shazammed 399,000 times, which is pretty low. Most of these are like in the millions.
Okay.
But I'm more of a I like kind of like electronic, like club music, and just like not so much like techno, like not crazy, but like just good beats and like drops and
yeah.
And it was a super satisfying song, and it was by Shanti People.
Shanti People?
Yeah, SHANTI People, and it is the Mahi Shasura Mardini Droplex remix. So Droplex is a pretty well-established like electronic like EDM type style music.
Okay.
And they did this song, and it's just. Hits.
Cool. Shanti People.
Yeah, and I very recently discovered. I just was like listening to Pandora because I don't want to pay. I listen to whatever. I'll listen to radio. I'll drive in the car for to call me crazy or psychopath, but I'll just drive with no music sometimes, or I'll run with no music. I don't know. I get a lot. I just think I have a lot of stuff on my head, so I can just entertain my own brain while I'm.
Wow.
Yeah.
I can't even imagine that.
So I enjoy it. Like if I'll because in my Supra in Japan, I don't have. Here's another quick thing. Radio stations in Japan are a way lower frequency range. They're all low. Like the highest one is like maybe like 90 something, like 93 or 80. It's like low, like 89.1. That's the highest it goes.
Okay.
So I'll just throw on whatever's on the radio. Because I don't have because I have a Japanese stereo in the Toyota.
The factory radio?
No, it's not. No, it's not factory. It's like a touchscreen GPS thing, but it's all Japanese. I don't really use it. But yeah, I only can go to a certain amount. I can't go to like regular state or. I mean, I guess it really doesn't really matter because it's Japanese stations anyway. But I'll just like put on like whatever's on their thing, and I just kind of I like they have like this little intro or this. It's like the music they play in the morning. It sounds like it was played on like a $5 like little recorder or keyboard thing.
Yeah.
But it's satisfying. I just listen to that. So I don't really. I just kind of go with whatever I got.
What kind of things do you think about when you're running or driving and you're not really tuned into the music?
Usually, if I'm driving, I don't know. I'll think about car stuff like tire wear, or like corner speed, or like miles per gallon, or like how fast I'm going, or lane center. I'll just be like, oh, lane centering, and like thinking like, oh, I don't know, whatever I'm looking at. I can't. Yeah, I just have a lot of
Yeah. Cool. I have one for you. Do you have Hulu? Music stream or TV streaming service?
Yes,
Hulu?
but I don't think I can watch a lot of it because a lot of it is region blocked.
You don't do the VPN thing?
A lot of them are blocked the VPN. Like, using a VPN, turn it off and you can use it. But then you're like, oh, you can't use it in your region.
Huh.
Yeah, it's weird.
Bummer.
Yeah.
If Hulu lets you, maybe we'll watch one tonight.
Okay.
Just to get you started.
Yeah.
There's a show on Hulu called Dave.
Oh.
It's about a white Jewish guy who wants really badly to be a rapper. He has a rap name. He's recorded rap songs, and they're on YouTube. But he's trying to break into the actual rap scene.
Is this a documentary or like
No.
It's a show. It's a show.
This is a hilarious show.
Oh, okay. I was like, it sounds like
Horribly inappropriate, hilarious show.
It almost sounds like it could be a documentary, like.
His rap name is Lil Dicky. Lil Dicky.
Wait.
I think he might be a real Lil Dicky might be a real thing.
Because
don't
I
even
know some songs by. Is it like it's a short little white guy?
Yeah, with like a curly Jewish fro.
No, because that's not the Little Dicky I know.
Do you watch the YouTube show Hot Ones? The guys that eat wings.
Yeah.
interview people?
Yeah.
He was on a recent episode of that. My friend at work turned me onto this show. I'm like 5 episodes deep. It's called Dave. I highly recommend it. And I am, for anybody that has seen the show, Dave, you'll know what this means, but I have made it past episode 3. And that's the turning. If you enjoyed episode 3, you're in for the rest of the series. It's pretty great. So that's my recommendation. The show Dave, and give it a try on Hulu. But make sure there's no kids around when you do.
Yeah, I'm trying to find the guy that I know as Little Dicky. I think it's. I can't remember the name of his song.
And it's Lil Dicky. So I'm YouTubing Lil Dicky now just to see what we get. Yeah, that's him.
Let me pick.
Whoa. Audience can't hear that at home. See that picture right there?
Yeah.
That's Lil Dicky.
That's not the guy I'm thinking of, but.
There you go, Lil Dicky.
Huh. Yeah, I'm gonna have to find. I'm gonna have to look up the guy that I'm thinking of.
All right, cool. So there's your recommendation at home. Check out
Right.
Shanti People and Dave on Hulu.
Make sure the Droplex remix of that Shiny People song. I don't know. I've only heard that one. I don't know the other. If the non-remix version is good, but
Cool. All right, thing number 3. This one should be easy, but it's for some reason it's the hardest for people. Just something dumb. It can be just a stupid joke you've heard, something stupid, something funny, something that is kind of profound, but it's hard to think of it as profound because it's shrouded in, adolescent humor kind of stuff.
I think I would sometimes I'll think of stuff and I'll put it down on my phone
That's so smart.
because I forget everything.
You just have like funny thoughts and you write them down?
Sometimes I'll have like ideas to. Man,
Oh, I want to know what's in your notepad now.
bolt sizes for clamps and
Bolt sizes for clamps. For clamps for what? Like the exhaust on your Supra or what?
it's funny, the exhaust on my bike.
Oh, on the motorcycle. Got
Yeah,
it.
M6 by 30. In case you're wondering. Oh my gosh, let me see. Funny things that I can't remember when I'm. Let's see. A lot of it. Some of it's useful. Some of it's just silly stuff. Something funny. Oh, here's wait. What's this one? I remember. I can't remember if I've said this before or no, because I don't remember. I want to say it again.
Thing number 3.
I wrote this down a long time ago, and it was I was understanding it at the time, and it sounded pretty profound when I was thinking about it.
Okay.
But it says, imagine if everyone tried to impress everybody else around them, but for all the right reasons. Oh. Like, I'm not trying to impress you so you think that I'm a cool dude. I'm trying to not selfishly impress, because usually people are trying to impress somebody is for selfish reasons.
Yeah, to gain something out
To
of it.
gain something. But no, I'm trying to impress you because I want you to see me doing or being cool, and I want you to do it too. I want you to emanate it. I want you to also like like you share a smile and it's supposed to make like 4 other people smile and those
Yeah.
4 people smile like that, but not for not because I don't want anything to gain from it. I want to be like, I want to impress you in like a good way, and so that you can be like, oh man, maybe I should start like a
pay it forward.
You can pay it forward, but like a good example kind of thing. Like I want to impress somebody so that not because I'll get a promotion or whatever, but just so that they'll see it and be like, man, maybe I should do that, and then just so it like turn that into a snowball effect, like kind of like like you're saying, pay it forward, yeah.
You know, the crazy thing about that is if you can do that, you will get satisfaction out of it.
Yeah, no, yeah,
Even
yeah,
though
yeah.
That's not what you're aiming for.
Yes.
You will feel satisfied.
Yep.
When you do that.
Yeah.
Just knowing you did something good or impressive to somebody else.
Yeah.
And it made a difference in their lives. You get nothing but satisfaction.
Yes, so it's like a win-win.
Totally.
Yeah.
I love it.
But it's, yeah, so yeah.
So that was not dumb at all. That was just really nice. And
Oh, you said
profound.
you said profound.
No, I know.
Oh,
I know. I'm gonna come at it with a dumb angle though.
Okay.
Maybe you've had this thought. I have it on a daily basis.
Oh, yeah.
When I'm driving out there on the roads and somebody's doing something dumb. It is my hope and my dream to show them how to drive
Yeah.
by driving the way that they should be
Yes.
driving. Like, I want to get in front of them and show them, hey, look, we're going to turn, so I'm going to put my blinker on now before I start braking
Yes. Oh yeah.
so that you can prepare with your foot on your brakes when I start to slow down,
Yep.
because you knew I was going to
That's a-
slow down
that's a good
because I
one.
put my blinker on. And it is my hope and my dream that I can impress that person. Like, I want them, I literally think, wouldn't it be cool if that person is sitting in their car right now going, oh, damn, I should use my turn signal like that person.
No way.
should use
They're not paying attention.
their turn signal. I should do that.
No.
And I don't think that's actually what goes through their heads
No.
when that stuff happens. But gosh, I wish it was.
While we're on the subject of blinkers and driving habits, let's bring the thank you hazards to America, because in Japan that's super common.
If somebody lets you in,
You just give them 1 or 2 flashes of your hazards. Thank you. Just that.
okay.
Everybody does it in Japan. They let even if you didn't even let them in. If there's enough space, somebody will get in there and they'll just be like, bing, dong, bing. And I'll actually call. I'll be like, you better give me the blinkers. I'll say it out loud in my car,
Yeah.
driving by myself. Or if they do it and they don't give me the blinkers, like, yeah, you didn't even give me the blinkers. But in Japan, because it's a normal habit. But I've seen it a couple times being here in the States. Like truckers will do it. I've seen a trucker give the flashers. But let's make that more widespread. Let's do that.
I love it.
Just like onesie, twosie. Oh, thank you. You're acknowledging me. That let you in. Awesome. But I have heard it going the other way. Like sometimes my buddy won't do it because he thinks that, especially if he like kind of got in aggressively or squeezed into his where he shouldn't, and then he does blinkers. It's like doing it like out of spite. But no, I never take it that way. If somebody squeezed and kind of almost like cut me off and then gave me the blinkers, like, oh, okay, that was either sorry or thank you. It's kind of universal, like sorry or thank you. But yeah, and I love it. I enjoy it. I love when I get blinkers.
That's a beautiful thing. I typically wave. Like if I know they can see me in my windows, I just wave.
Yeah.
If I know they can't because they're like maybe now behind me or something.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll roll down the window and put my hand down.
Oh, okay.
To wave.
Yeah. So sometime, yeah.
When truckers do it, they turn like all of the lights that line the whole trailer off and on a couple times, and it's so cool when they do it because it's clearly what they're trying to send a thank you message.
Thank you, ultra blinkers.
So it hasn't occurred to me to hit my flashers to do something similar in a car, but I want to do that sometimes. But I'm like, well, I'm not going to like hit my brakes or turn my lights off.
No, just
at all. But
give
hit the flashers. Yeah,
give them a couple hazards.
So much sense.
Yeah.
And this is just everyday life in Japan.
Yeah, it's super common. And when I don't get them, I'm like, oh man, I wanted the blinkers.
Sad.
Or like he just did that and didn't even give me the blink. I let him in and he didn't give me blinkers. Yeah.
Then there's retaliation after that.
Yeah, right now.
Okay, well I'll get in front of you.
Okay, yeah.
Cool. Thank you for being on the show. That's it. That's the end of the show. 3 Things with JR out. If I can get all of this to work, the video version of this will be this week's What Is It About You video, which will be very different from the normal "What Is It About You" videos.
Normally, you like walking around somewhere.
Yeah, I go to like downtown mall and
Yeah,
just
yeah.
find people and talk to them.
I was down there today. There was a lot of strange people down there.
Yes, it's a perfect place to go with a camera and find people that are interesting to talk to.
Yeah. There's a lot. Yeah, a lot of people down there.
I talked to a guy who laid all the bricks on the downtown mall back in like the 70s.
Truthfully laid out.
He was one of the many people.
You
that,
believe him? You believe was he?
totally. The way he was talking,
Oh, okay.
he was definitely there. He's old enough that it
Nice.
definitely
All right.
it jives with reality. But yeah, he was a fun guy to talk to. All right, I got to hit stop on this thing, or we're just going to keep talking. This show's well over an hour already. So thanks again, and we'll see you next time.
Deuces.
No time for play. Get up, get up, get up. It's a brand new day. It's a brand new day. It's a brand new day.
All right, I guess this is that part of the show where I just keep talking, even though the show's supposed to be over.
You need to get a soundboard.
Yeah, where I can hit like
Yeah, on there.
yeah, like my little Ken Wood soundbite.
Ken Wood. Yeah.
Ken Wood.
Timberwood.
Yeah. Nobody out there gets that reference at all, but Chester and I do, and that's all that matters.
You guys don't. You follow me?